found out the 102 was closed. Bedford Highway cannot take that much traffic, by the way. So I suspect there's some people still on the Bedford Highway trying to get here. But anyway, good morning, my name is Gary Walker and I am the principal of Halifax West High School. The organizing committee, by the way, that we had to start at 9 tells me I only have 5 minutes. We know that's not true. I'd like to welcome the families, friends, guardians, neighbors to the Halifax West 2011 graduation. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to the many aunts and uncles, extended family, grandparents who are with us today. And as usual, on my mother's direction, she calls me every night before I do this, she said, personally, welcome the many Cape Bretoners who have made the trip from the island. And my mother will be proud today that I said that. At this time, I'd like to bring to your attention, we have some retiring staff. I would ask the following people to please stand for a moment, and could you hold your applause? Mrs. Allen. Mr. Henniger. I think Mr. Henniger. He is the shy one. Ms. Horsfall. Madame Lang. She's there. Mr. McGinnis. Big round of applause for these retirees. These valued members of our school system have provided over 165 years of service to education in Nova Scotia. That's a big number, isn't it? I'd like to have the graduating class at this time show their respect. Please rise and give them applause, please. Thank you. The graduating class of 2011, let's take a moment to do a short history lesson with you and your parents of what was happening around 1993, plus or minus a year when most of you were born. For our retirees, they were at the halfway point of their career. So they were saying it's such a long road left. At 1993, they were halfway into their career. They thought they'd never finish school. As you were entering the world, your parents were so proud of you. Here are some of the events that happened in the world, and your parents will certainly remember these. I know the parents will remember. Let's see if you can. In 1993, who won the Stanley Cup? The Montreal Canadiens fans. One of the most watched movies in 1993 that started a full series of events, and it was the first year it came out, was Jurassic Park. During 1993, ironically, there were 3 prime ministers. First prime minister was Brian Mulroney. Second one was Ken Campbell. Third, John Cruikshank. 3 prime ministers. Who won the Grey Cup? They all want to say Montreal. They can't win that much. Edmonton. Who won the World Series? The Toronto Blue Jays. Who won the World Soccer Championship? It wasn't Canada. Argentina. And who were the NBA champs? Chicago. High school graduation, a very special occasion. Your parents will remember 1998 when most of you started school. There were some students and parents who shared a tear or two leaving you at school for the first time. Then there was another group of parents that were feeling so good that you were going to school. Your parents have watched you grow over the next few years, maybe even wondering if you would ever get to this place in your life. Many students took different courses and programs in our schools. Others dealt with very personal issues, and yet, the one thing in common for you all is that you have finished high school. The elementary and junior high years passed very fast. Some of you were nervous entering high school, and some of you couldn't wait to get here. I'm sure that some of the parents here feel today that the last 3 years of your education have been the longest 3 years that they have dealt with you in education. You are graduates, you should be very proud and pleased that you've graduated, but remember to take a moment over the next few days and thank your parents or a guardian or a friend for everything they have done to help you get to this moment. We know that a special place exists for parents and guardians who are here today. It's a great feeling for them also. Parents remember the many mornings of trying to get them up and get them out of bed and get them to school on time. I probably waved to you for 3 years and they were putting them out of the vehicle. Get out, get in, get out, get in. Also the many evenings you spent getting them to go to bed at a reasonable time. Turn that laptop off, get that phone away, get that TV off. And we all have the same conversations. From ages 5 to 18, the clothes, the countless clothes you bought, the food that you had to consume, the sleepless nights, and obviously the many happy birthdays that you've had. They were all worth it as you see them cross the stage and receive a diploma today. I would like to personally thank you, parents and guardians, in part with working with us to get your child to this day also. It takes a team to do it. A theme that runs through my message for today's graduates is one about giving back to the people who have helped you get to that special day. It is about being kind and respectful. And giving back with kind words will always bring a smile to a face. And remember that kindness with an alternative motive is not kind. Doing something to brighten a person's day is. Kind words don't cost anything, but they go far for people receiving them. And it feels good to say things nice. That's what Miss Moulton tells me all the time. Try it. Mother Teresa once said, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. This graduating class has been very kind and a thankful group. The many conversations we've had in cafeteria, in the halls, or wherever you met them was instantly noticed. Your good mornings out in front of the school will be missed. The one item I'm sure you won't miss out in front of the school is parking tickets. I stated to the many graduates in the past, remember we are always capable of giving an incredible gift to one another when we are compassionate and responsible. Please try to give back to the people who have made a difference to you. Part of growing up and maturing is when you realize you too can make a difference in other people's lives. I hope you have a great high school experience. I hope you had a great high school experience, whether you go on to university, community college, work or travel, or just stay at home. Make sure you're safe, healthy, and responsible. I hope you all get an opportunity to attend your 10-year reunion. It is a special time. I hope that the staff of the West has made a difference in your life. Some of you will find this hard to believe, but you will be missed at school. You have managed to keep us focused on what our job really is and to educate and develop our young people as good citizens and lifelong learners. On behalf of Halifax West staff and administration, have an awesome day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. Now we're going to begin the part of the ceremony that we've all anticipated for a very, very long time. The presentation of our high school diplomas. We have a graduating class of 403 students this year who will be awarded with our diplomas. We'll start with Mrs. Hudson's students whose surnames begin with the letters A to F. Please save your applause until all of these graduates have received their diplomas. Then you can applaud them upon the successful completion of high school. As each student approaches the stage, the vice principals will announce the names of the graduates. Our guidance counselors will assist Mr. Walker with the presentation of the diplomas. There is a professional photographer taking a picture of all the grads as they receive their diplomas. To avoid congestion, we ask parents not to come down to the floor during the ceremony. Thank you.
Good morning. Our first graduate is Jeremy Lewis Alders. Abdillahi, going to Nova Scotia Community College, taking automotive repair, and he's receiving an entrance scholarship. Zara Abdul Hussein is on the principal list. She's also graduating from IB. She's going to Dalhousie University on a renewable scholarship. Caleb Abdul